call you up. You've been going round, going round, going round every party in LA. 'Cause you knew that I knew that I knew that I'd be at one. I know that dress is karma, perfume regret. You got me thinking about when you were mine. And now I'm all upon you, what you expect. But you're not coming home with me tonight. You just want attention, you don't want my heart. Maybe you just hate the thought of me with someone new. Yeah, you just want attention, I knew from the start. You're just making sure I'm never getting over you.
Hey, it's James here from GoodGuitarist.com, and in today's lesson we're going to show you how to play Attention by Charlie Puth. And for this one, it's mainly just some easy open chords and a strumming pattern, but there is a little arpeggio thing, you know, we can do like a... We can do that. I'm going to show you how to do that as well. And it's not too difficult. We do need to put a capo on the 6th fret though, so make sure you do that. We got our capo on the 6th fret, and then retune your guitar afterwards. And the reason why we're using a capo is to put it in the right key. You can play it without a capo in the correct key, but it's going to require all sorts of shenanigans like bar chords and all this stuff. And it's like, it turns a pretty simple like 4-chord song into quite a, you know, something quite more difficult. So get your capo on the 6th fret, makes it a lot simpler. Like I mentioned before, this song is just 4 pretty simple chords, and if you need any extra help with that, please check out our free ebook. It's free to all of our subscribers. It goes over chords, chord switching, strumming, all the basics. So if you need any help with the fundamentals, or you find that you're not quite getting anything, that's the first place I'd look. There's a link down below. Anyways, let's start out with the chord shapes that we'll be using in this tune. First we have an A minor. Then we have a G. Then we have E minor. And then we have F. For F, I'm doing a simplified version of it. We're skipping the first string, then we're going 1, 2, 3, 3, and we're muting the lowest string. So let's just try playing through those chord shapes in order just to get used to them, downstrokes only. 1, 2, 3, 4. Couple more times. So make sure you can do that. You can play the chords nice and clean, because that's going to help us with both the strumming part of it and with the picking part. And now let's just figure out the strumming pattern, and then we can take a look at that intro finger picking bit. So the strumming pattern goes like this. Now I'm going to do it nice and slow. 3 and 4 and. And that seems like a pretty complicated strumming pattern, but it's actually kind of like the same thing 3 times in a row. First, we go down, down, up, mute. And for mute, I'm just kind of karate chopping the strings. I make contact with my hand first, and then my pick. And I get a nice percussive sound from that. So down, down, up, mute. And then we do that again. So we do that 2 times in a row. I'll show you what that looks like. 3 and 4 and down, down, up, mute. Down, down, up, mute. And then we finish it with a down, down, up. So basically the same thing, but without the mute. And that's it. So let's go through that nice and slow. 3 and 4 and down, down, up, mute. Down, down, up, mute. Down, down, up. And that's the whole strumming pattern. You do that once on each chord. So you do it over A minor, then G, then E minor, then F. So let's try that together now, nice and slow, putting those chords together with the strumming pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you could do it just like that for the entire song, and that would sound great. But if you want to take it to the next level, we can figure out the picking thing. It's called arpeggiating, when you break up a chord into individual notes. So now I'm going to play through the entire thing uber slowly, just so you can see what it looks like when you play it slow. 3 and 4 and. Now the first thing you might notice is that I'm getting a muted sound, and I'm doing that with a technique called palm muting. And what that means is I'm taking my hand and I'm lightly overlapping the strings. If you overlap them too much, you just kill the strings entirely. And if you don't overlap them enough, some of them might ring out, so you gotta get your hand so that basically like 1 centimeter or like half an inch is covered up. Anyways, let's divide that up into a couple parts because I think that's the easiest way to learn it. I'm just gonna say string numbers. So just a quick refresher, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, from low to high. Anyways, we have our A minor chord shape, and the first half of the picking on A minor goes like this. That's just 5, 4, 3, 4. And then the second half goes like this. So I'm on the second string, I pluck it, then I remove my first finger and I pluck it again. So 1, 0, and now I pluck the third string and the fourth string. So and when you put that together, and then we move on to the next chord, to G. And the cool thing with this is we don't have to actually make the entire chord shape. I just press down the 3rd fret of the lowest string, and that's it. Goes like this. So once again, let's divide this up into two parts. First bit, starting off on the lowest string, then the fourth string, then the third string open, and then I put my finger down on the second fret of that same string. So, and then I finish it just with the second string on, and it's just open. So that's pretty straightforward. And next we have E minor, and for this one, we don't have to actually press anything to start off with. It goes like this. The first half of it, 6, 4, 3, 4. Kind of similar to the way A minor started. And the second part of that goes like this. So we play the second string open, then we play the second fret of the third string open, and then the D string open. So really slowly. The whole E minor chord really slowly. And now for F, we have to start off with an F power chord. We have to grab a chord like this. It's just a 3-finger chord. First fret of the lowest string, then 3 and 3. Make sure you're using those fingers because we're going to need to save our second finger. Coming up, we'll use it. It goes like this. So we start off on the lowest string and we just go up. 6, 5, 4, 3. And then we put our middle finger down on the second fret of that third string. So that's one of the easier ones to comprehend, you know? Really slowly. And to go back to A minor, we play this. And that's just the 3rd fret and 4th fret of the lowest string. 3rd fret and 4th fret from the capo. So when we play that F chord, going back into A minor, it sounds like this. See how that's a nice smooth transition? And I recommend that you try it super slowly. Do each part, you know, A minor chord, do that bit a whole bunch of times, do the G a whole bunch of times, etc. And then when you're ready, put it all together, and you shouldn't have much of a problem as long as you take it slow and you practice it bit by bit. If you just try to do the whole thing, you might run into some problems. But if you do it slowly, bit by bit, you're guaranteed to get this. Don't worry about the palm muting if it's too tricky. Anyways, once you've gone through that and you have it all together, we can try it nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. And basically we've learned how to play this song two ways, you know, using the picking and also with a strumming pattern. And I would just let the song tell you when to do each. You know, if it gets to a really quiet part, we're going to use this. Like during the verses and stuff like that. And then when the beat picks up, we would do the strumming pattern because, you know, it's a bit more active, a bit louder, a bit more happening, like during the chorus. And yeah, the song kind of tells you when to use each part. And if you have any questions, need any extra help, please don't hesitate to ask. Aside from that, that's everything there is to it. I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I'll see you next time.